Good morning everybody, today is Monday the 1st of March and welcome to Jigsaw Piece 2 Healthy Me. Today we are going to learn about calories, fat and sugar and how putting those things into our bodies will affect our health, and we are going to talk about what it feels like to make a healthy choice. Our vocabulary we need today are the words energy, calories, kilojoules, labels, sugars, fat and saturated fat. In Jigsaw, we take turns to speak, we use kind and positive words, we listen to each other, we have the right to pass, we only use names when giving compliments or when being positive, and we respect each other's privacy and confidentiality because what we talk about in Jigsaw stays in Jigsaw. For our Connect Us section of Jigsaw, let us take a look at the chorus from our Jigsaw song, Make a Good Decision. What is the song trying to teach us? I know what's wrong and what's right. When it comes to the bite, I know just what to say. It's my life. Let's be healthy, be happy, be you. Be the way that you want to be. Make sure that you make a good decision. Pause the video now and think about those words in the chorus. What does it mean to you? My favourite Year 3 children, come with me as we help our minds to get peaceful and calm. Let's sit up nice and straight in our chairs. Imagine the golden thread is pulling up gently through the top of your head, stretching your spine so you feel proud and dignified. Keep both feet flat on the floor and your hands loosely in your lap. Close your eyes gently as you ask your mind to focus on your breathing. We are breathing all the time, but usually we don't notice. But now I want you to notice that you're breathing and how nice it feels. Breathe in through your nose and count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly, gently. Breathe out again, feeling your tummy sink back in, and hear your mind silently say, leave my troubles at the door. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. Leave my troubles at the door. In, out. Breathe gently and be aware that your body is calming down as well. Your muscles are relaxing, your arms, your shoulders, your tummy, your legs, your face. Everything relaxing so you feel calm and peaceful. Your precious body is relaxed and your mind is feeling calm. Listen carefully to the chime. And when you can no longer hear any sound, start to bring your body and mind back into the classroom. Wiggle your fingers and toes and bring that quiet mind back to focus on this moment right now. Let's learn. Take a look at some of these super tasty foods. I think I could eat all of those things on that slide. But what I'd like you to do is have a think about which foods are the healthier choice and which are the less healthy choice. Now, as much as I like chocolate cake, cheese toasties, pizza, donuts and crisps, I know that if I eat these every single day and I eat lots and lots of portions of them, it could make me quite poorly. Now, however, the same does go for the options on the right-hand side. We do need to have a mixed diet. However, the options on the right-hand side are a healthier choice than those on the left. Our bodies need energy from food and drink, but we have to make sure that we take in the right amounts so our bodies stay healthy and in balance with each other. Do you know what calories or kilojoules are? These show the amount of energy in foods, so foods with higher numbers of calories or kilojoules have more energy in. Food packaging should have the amounts of calories or kilojoules written on them, and this can help us with choosing healthier options. Hi guys, so I've raided my fridge and my cupboard to find some food that shows the energy that each of them have inside. So started off with a family favourite. I personally love baked beans, and here, as you can see, we've got those green and orange, and some foods do have red colours on them to show me how much energy, how much fat, how much sugar and how much salt is in a tin of baked beans. Now here most of my bits are green, which is really good. Green means it has less sugar, less fat, which means it's healthier for you. So this tin of baked beans is not too bad. It's got quite a lot of salt in. It's got an orange amount of salt, so a medium amount of salt. But the rest of the options here are quite good. I'm going to move on now to another favourite of mine, custard, tinned custard. And here again, we've got our energy, fat, sugars, salt, and saturated fat in. Again, most of the bits here are green, which is quite a good sign, really. It has got quite a high amount of sugar in. It's got 15% of your daily amount of sugar in. And what you do need to be careful of when you look at some of these is these green bits are only showing you for a third of a can. So it's only this amount of custard that you can have that would equal this amount of sugar, saturates, salt and energy. So that's another thing to look out for. Some foods don't have the orange, the green and the red bits on. They show it here, like my jelly, another thing that I like to eat. They have it here. Okay, it's not as clear because it doesn't have those green, orange and red bits on to show you, but it does talk about how much energy, fat, sugars, salt, and there's also protein and carbohydrates in my jelly too. Same goes for my fruit pot. That doesn't have this on like my custards and my beans, but it does have on the bottom how much fat, carbohydrates, fibre, protein, salt and sugar are in here. On to another favourite of mine, crisps. I do love a crisp. And here, we've actually found a product that's got some red bits on. Now, red's a bit of a warning sign. It's not saying you can't eat it. It's saying don't eat a whole multi-bag of crisps in one go. One bag of crisps every day is not horrendously bad for you, but just be mindful that eating lots and lots of crisps isn't very healthy. So here, our fat and our salt is quite high. We've actually got a red bit there for those. Our saturated fat is orange, and our sugars is even less than 1%. So if you're going to have a snack, as much as I like crisps or fruit, I'm probably going to choose the fruit. It is a healthier option. But remember, what's important is that you have a balanced diet, so you have a healthy mixture of lots of different things. So go and have a look in your house, have a look in your cupboard, see if you can find some of these things on your foodstuffs at home and see what you find out. I'd like you to pause for a moment, everybody. I'd like you to take the next minute or so to sit quietly and calmly and focus on your breathing and how you feel in this particular moment in time. Now, whilst there are lots and lots of different nutrients in food, such as carbohydrates, proteins, fat, we are going to focus today on sugar. And what I'd like you to do today for our Let Me Learn section is to go on a food hunt around your house and play the How Much Sugar game. The challenge is to try and find out how much sugar is in each food item. What I'd like you to do is guess first, and then check the back of the packet and see how much sugar is in each item. I would like you to think about if you're surprised by some of the amounts of sugar in some foods. What does it teach us about making healthier choices? Are some foods better for us than others? What can we do to check the amount of sugar in some foods before we eat them? And I'd also like you to think about if there are any healthier swaps that you could make for some of the foods that have a high content of sugar in them. Now, lots of us fancy a sweet treat from time to time. I know I do. But looking here, there are some healthier choices that I could choose. As much as I love a bowl of chocolate ice cream, it has 22 grams of sugar in. And I could choose to have a plain biscuit or a cookie as my sweet snack and still be having less sugar. What do you think would happen to your body and your teeth if you ate lots and lots of food that had high sugar content in. You can display your findings from your food hunt and playing the how much sugar game in any way you'd like to. You could take a picture of the foods that you've looked into and order them from the most sugar to the least sugar. You could write a little paragraph about what you found out. You could draw a picture. You can display your learning in any way you would like to. For our Help Me Reflect section today, I would like you to think about this fact that I'm going to read aloud to you. Children aged 7 to 8 years old should have no more than 24 grams of sugar, which is 6 sugar cubes per day. This does not include natural sugars in foods such as milk, fruit and vegetables. What do you think about this fact? Do you think that's a good amount of sugar, or are you surprised? Did you think it would be more, or did you think it would be less? Thank you for joining me today, guys, in Jigsaw. You've worked incredibly hard in our remote learning sessions at home, and I look forward to seeing you next week where we'll be doing Jigsaw in the classroom.